It's 3:17 a.m. You're awake. Again. You're not thinking about anything dramatic. No emergencies, no disasters. Just numbers. Your rent went up. Groceries feel heavier. Your bank account looks fine on paper, but something feels off. You did everything right. You saved, you worked, you didn't overspend. So why does it feel like you're slowly falling behind? You grab your phone, scroll through prices, maybe check your balance again. And that quiet thought creeps in. Why does my money feel less real than it used to? Here is the uncomfortable reality. It's not you, it's the math. Let me say something that sounds extreme, but isn't. The dollar you hold today is not the same dollar from 10 years ago. Not emotionally, not psychologically, but mathematically. In 2015, $1 bought you significantly more than it does today. Let's break it down simply. Inflation averages 3% per year, often higher in reality. That means your money loses purchasing power every single year. So if you saved $10,000 in cash, after 10 years at 3% inflation, it's worth about $7,400 in real terms. You didn't lose money on paper, but in reality, you lost 26% of your life energy, because money is just stored time, and inflation quietly steals it. So now we need to define something most people never question. What is money? Not currency, not dollars, not numbers in your banking app. Money is a store of value. That's it. It's something you can earn today, save, and use later without losing purchasing power. Now here's the problem. Dollars fail that test. Why? Because they can be created infinitely. Governments print more. Central banks expand supply. Debt increases. And when supply increases, value decreases. The math doesn't care about your feelings. Now let's talk about gold. Not as an investment, not as a get-rich-quick asset, but as money. Gold has 3 properties that matter. Scarcity. Gold is hard to find, hard to mine, expensive to produce. Durability. It doesn't rust, it doesn't decay, it lasts forever. No counterparty risk. No bank, no government, no promise. It just exists. And here's the key. No one can print gold. Let's walk through a simple example. You save $50,000 in cash over 10 years. You feel responsible, disciplined. Now let's apply reality. Inflation, 4% average, conservative in many regions. Time, 10 years. Your $50,000 now has the purchasing power of about $33,800. You didn't spend it, you didn't gamble it, you just held it, and still lost over $16,000 in real value. Now let's compare that to gold historically. Gold tends to track inflation over long periods. Not perfectly, not short-term, but over decades, it preserves purchasing power far better than fiat currency. Here's where it gets more uncomfortable. Holding cash isn't just losing value, it's creating invisible costs. Lost investment opportunities, reduced future buying power, delayed life decisions, home, family, business. Let's say inflation runs at 5% instead of 3%. Now your money halves in purchasing power in about 14 years. That's not a theory, that's math. Now let's talk about what this does to your brain, because this part matters more than people think. When money becomes unstable, your cortisol levels increase, financial stress, your decision-making worsens, you become more short-term focused, you feel like you're constantly catching up. This leads to impulse spending, risky investing, burnout, relationship stress, and here's the irony. You start chasing more dollars when the problem is the dollar itself. Let me be honest with you. Most people aren't building wealth. They're building the appearance of wealth. Bigger house, newer car, nicer lifestyle. All funded by debt plus depreciating currency. It looks good, but underneath, it's fragile. Now compare that to someone who quietly stores value in assets that hold purchasing power, avoids lifestyle inflation, and prioritizes stability over status. That person might look behind, but they're actually free. Real wealth is freedom, not equity. Let's talk about incentives, because this system didn't happen by accident. Who benefits when you hold cash? Governments. Inflation reduces debt burden. Banks. Your deposits fund lending. Corporations. You keep spending instead of preserving. Who loses? You. Because you're holding an asset that is guaranteed to lose value over time, and you were told it was safe. Let's take a hypothetical example. Omar, 32 years old, saves $1,000 per month, keeps it all in cash, feels responsible. After 10 years, total saved $120,000. Sounds great, right? Now adjust for inflation at 4%. Real value? About $81,000. He lost nearly $40,000 in purchasing power. Now imagine instead he allocated even a portion into assets that preserve value, like gold. He wouldn't get rich overnight, but he wouldn't silently fall behind either. Now, I need to be very clear. This is not put everything into gold. That's not how this works. Gold does not generate income, grow like businesses, make you rich quickly. It does something simple. It protects. It's insurance, not a lottery ticket. So here's what I want you to understand. You don't need to chase every investment trend, buy assets you don't understand, keep up with people who are leveraged to the ceiling. You're allowed to say, I don't trust holding all my wealth in cash. I care more about stability than appearance. I choose peace of mind over status. It's okay to live below your means, drive an older car, build slowly, because the goal isn't to look rich. The goal is not to feel trapped. So next time it's 3 a.m. and you're staring at the ceiling and something feels off about your money, just remember, it's not you, it's the math. Dollars are tools, not stores of value. Gold isn't magic, but it plays a role the dollar can't. And once you understand that, you stop playing a game that was designed for you to lose slowly. Not dramatically, not obviously, but quietly over time. Real wealth isn't about how much money you have. It's about how much of it actually stays yours.